got a trommel in. Was a while. For some reason, I'm about 30 buckets short. Call it off. That stew is done for season. That's it.
Have you ever wondered what it takes to push the limits in the wild Yukon, chasing gold under the shadow of nature's unpredictability? Imagine the heart-stopping moment when Tony Beets, a titan in the gold mining world, faces a crisis that could derail his entire season's ambition of unearthing 5,000 ounces of gold. Amidst the unforgiving battle against mud-swallowed machinery and the fury of the elements, Tony's resolve is put to the ultimate test. But will Tony and his crew overcome the elements and machinery malfunctions to hit their golden target, or will the wilderness claim victory in this high-stakes battle? Facing the elements. In the heart of the Yukon, amidst the rugged wilderness and the relentless pursuit of fortune, lies the dream that has captivated adventurers for over a century, the gold rush dream. At the forefront of this modern-day quest for gold is Tony Beets, a name synonymous with gold mining prowess, whose ambitions for the season are as golden as the treasure he seeks. This season, the goal is daring, a staggering 5,000 ounces of gold. This isn't just a number, it's a testament to ambition, a challenge against the elements, and a goal that could secure the financial future of Tony and his crew for years to come. The significance of the 5,000-ounce goal goes beyond the mere monetary value of the gold. This target is a beacon of potential stability and success in the volatile world of gold mining, where fortunes can turn with the weather.
So what we have to do is, when the trucks come in, dump over the edge, chase all the wet stuff in the pond, and we'll end up with a pretty decent road.
It represents months of grueling work, strategic planning, and the relentless pursuit of a dream amidst the uncertainty of nature's whims. For Tony Beets and his crew, achieving this goal means a successful season and a place in the pages of gold mining history, marking them as one of the few who dared to dream big and succeed.
Right against it, but not over top of it, against it.
In the unforgiving wilderness of the Yukon, where the quest for gold continues to draw souls as fiercely as during the historic gold rush, miners like Tony Beets face an opponent as unpredictable and formidable as the earth, the weather. The battle against the elements is a constant, grueling test of resilience, where success is measured not just in ounces of gold, but in the ability to withstand nature's whims. This struggle symbolizes the gold miner's journey, a testament to the harsh realities of extracting wealth from the earth under the sky's ever-changing moods. The impact of weather on mining operations cannot be overstated. In the Yukon, the weather is a force unto itself, with clear skies turning to torrential rains or snowstorms in the blink of an eye.
Like usual, you gotta do it yourself. I had to remove the operator, he seemed a little bit lost.
Rain particularly plays a significant role in the mining season. It can transform the mining site overnight, turning dirt roads into impassable mudslides and calm streams into raging torrents, threatening to wash away equipment and hopes alike. For Tony Beets and his crew, the rain is a formidable enemy. It saturates the ground, making it difficult for heavy machinery to navigate the terrain without bogging down. The soggy earth challenges the extraction process, as separating gold from the slurry becomes increasingly complex and time-consuming. Furthermore, rain can fill excavation sites with water, halting operations and forcing miners to spend precious time and resources pumping water out instead of digging for gold. The onset of rain also brings a psychological challenge. The constant dampness, the reduced visibility, and the incessant drone of raindrops can wear down the morale of even the most seasoned miners. In this battle against the weather, the miners' spirits are tested as much as their skills and machinery. The challenge of keeping heavy machinery operational in such difficult conditions is a saga of human ingenuity and perseverance.
Wow! Look at all the water coming out of the cut. Wow! Talk about a up there.
The machinery, the behemoths of metal and power that make modern gold mining possible, are not invincible. Mud clogs their mechanisms, water corrodes their parts, and the cold can freeze their fluids. Each machine, from excavators to wash plants, requires constant maintenance and repair, which becomes increasingly harder during a downpour or a snowstorm. Tony Beets' approach to this challenge combines preventive maintenance and rapid response. His crew works tirelessly to keep the machines running, often improvising repairs with the materials at hand. They know that a breakdown can cost not just hours, but days of lost work. A delay that can be critical in a season that is all too short. The battle against the elements is fought in the grease and grit under the machinery as much as in the open pit. The struggle of machinery against nature is also a story of adaptation. Over the years, Tony and his crew have learned to modify their equipment to withstand harsh conditions better. They have added protective covers, improved drainage systems, and even altered operating procedures to minimize the impact of the weather. This constant adaptation process is a testament to the miners' ingenuity and deep understanding of the land and its challenges. Facing the elements in pursuing gold is a testament to the human spirit's unyielding nature. The battle against the weather, the struggle to keep machinery operational in the face of nature's fury, is a daily reality for miners like Tony Beets. It is a reality that demands physical strength, technical skill, an unbeatable will, and an unbreakable resolve. This battle is not for the gold alone, but for the dream. It represents the dream of conquering the wilderness, extracting wealth from the earth's stingy grip, and standing firm against the elements to pursue something greater.
Ridiculous.
I set that plant up 30 years ago by myself.
Give the man a pat on the shoulder.
Took me a week.
Oh, good job, Dad, good job.
For Tony Beets and his crew, facing the elements is part of the fabric of their lives, a challenge they meet with determination and courage, driven by the age-old lure of gold and the timeless human desire to persist against the odds. In the uneven terrains of the Yukon, where gold mining is as much about battling the elements as it is about extracting wealth from the earth, machinery is the operation's lifeline. However, this lifeline can quickly become a source of crisis, as was the case when Tony Beets and his crew faced the daunting challenge of a sinking excavator. This incident not only tested the crew's resolve, but also their resourcefulness in overcoming what could have been a dreadful setback. The day began like any other in the goldfields, with the hum of machinery piercing the crisp Yukon air. But the peace was soon replaced by tension when one of the key pieces of machinery, an excavator critical to the day's operation, began to sink into the mud. The ground, weakened by an unexpected flood the night before, could no longer support the weight of the heavy machinery. As the excavator's tracks became engulfed by the earth, the crew's initial reactions were a mix of disbelief and urgent concern. Tony Beets, ever the seasoned miner, was quick to assess the situation. His years of experience had prepared him for many challenges, but the sight of an important piece of machinery sinking into the mire was a stark reminder of the unpredictability of gold mining. The crew gathered around, their faces etched with worry as they looked to Tony for guidance. The sinking excavator was not just a mechanical problem, it was a significant hurdle that threatened to halt operations, potentially costing the team precious time and resources. The first step in addressing the crisis was to prevent the excavator from sinking further. Every minute mattered, and quick thinking was essential.
Gonna need some equipment here, really quick.
If you hang in, then I'll bring them to you in a minute. Holy.
Tony, known for his ability to remain calm under pressure, outlined a plan of action that was as bold as risky. The strategy involved using two other pieces of heavy machinery, the D6 and D11 dozers, known for their power and versatility. The plan was multifaceted. First, stabilize the ground around the excavator to prevent further sinking, and then execute a carefully coordinated extraction. The D6 dozer, smaller and more maneuverable, was tasked with creating a stable path to the stranded excavator. Its operator, skillfully navigating through the mud, worked to compact the ground and lay down a foundation of rocks and gravel. This initial step was critical in ensuring that the rescue operation did not result in more equipment becoming trapped. Meanwhile, the D11 dozer, a behemoth of machinery known for its formidable strength, was prepared for the main extraction effort. The crew attached heavy-duty chains to the frame of the excavator, with the other end secured to the D11. The tension in the air was palpable as the dozer's engine roared to life, a signal that the extraction was about to begin. The operation required precision and coordination. Tony directed the efforts, communicating with the dozer operators through hand signals and radio, ensuring every movement was calculated and deliberate. The crew watched in anxious anticipation as the D-11 began to pull, its engine thundering against the silence of the Yukon wilderness. Slowly, inch by inch, the excavator began to emerge from the mud. The operation was a delicate balance of power and finesse, as too much force could damage the machinery while too little would fail. After hours of effort, the excavator was finally freed, greeted by cheers of relief and triumph from the crew.
That went good, huh? Anyway, I'm happy it is out.
The crisis had been averted, but the ordeal was a stark reminder of the challenges of gold mining. The excavator crisis was more than just a physical challenge. It was a testament to the crew's unity, determination, and ingenuity. Tony Beets and his team had faced the elements and emerged victorious, but the incident served as a valuable lesson in preparedness and adaptability. The successful rescue of the excavator underscored the importance of having a well-thought-out contingency plan and the ability to think creatively under pressure. In the aftermath, the crew took proactive steps to prevent similar incidents, assessing ground stability more carefully and adjusting their operations to lessen the risk of equipment sinking. While a significant hurdle, the excavator crisis ultimately strengthened the team's resolve and commitment to the gold mining endeavor. In the unforgiving wilderness of the Yukon, where the pursuit of gold demands more than just hard work and perseverance, the essence of mining goes beyond the mere extraction of precious metal from the earth. It embodies the spirit of teamwork, a collective endeavor where the sum is greater than its parts. This narrative is vividly illustrated in the operations led by Tony Beets and paralleled by the journey of the Winchester crew, showcasing the communal aspect of gold mining through the dynamics of teamwork, moments of tension, and cooperation. At the core of Tony Beets' operations lies a team, a diverse group of individuals, each with their unique strengths, weaknesses, and personalities. This team functions not just as a workforce, but as a tightly knit family, where the roles extend beyond the operational to the emotional and psychological support necessary to thrive in such a demanding environment. The dynamics within Tony's team are a complex tapestry of relationships where respect is earned, and leadership is not just asserted, but shown.
You know, in the end of the day, the rule of thumb has always been that your money should come out of the ground.
With his larger-than-life persona, Tony stands at the helm, not just as a boss, but as a mentor and at times a father figure. His leadership style is direct, often blunt, reflecting his years of experience and deep understanding of the stakes involved in gold mining. Underneath his tough exterior lies a profound respect for the land and the people who work it, which his crew reciprocates. This mutual respect forms the foundation of their teamwork, enabling them to navigate the highs and lows of the mining season. The crew's dynamics is characterized by moments of tension, which are unavoidable in such high-stress environments. Disagreements over operational strategies, equipment handling, and personal issues surface, testing the team's unity. Yet, the strength of their teamwork shines in the resolution of these tensions. Through open communication, a willingness to listen, and a shared commitment to their common goal, the team finds ways to overcome these challenges, emerging stronger and more united. In contrast to the established operations of Tony Beets stands the Winchester crew, a group set off on their parallel journey in the gold mining world. This crew, led by Jason Fraser, represents the communal aspect of gold mining from a different perspective, one of the newcomers facing the difficult challenges of establishing themselves in a competitive and harsh environment. The Winchester crew's journey is a testament to the power of communal effort in gold mining. Lacking Tony's team's extensive resources and experience, they rely heavily on each other's strengths, creativity, and resilience. Their dynamic is one of mutual support and collective problem-solving, where every member plays a crucial role in their collective success or failure. Moments of tension also arise within the Winchester crew, often magnified by the pressures of proving themselves in their first season.
When you're up there or standing right here and the truck's off and it's not burned, it's a ticket. It's a ticket.
Equipment failures, operational setbacks, and the relentless demands of the mining season test their resolve and teamwork. Yet through these trials, their bonds are strengthened as they learn to lean on each other, share the burdens, and celebrate the victories, no matter how small. Breakthroughs in gold mining are not mere strokes of luck. They are hard-won victories achieved through expertise, perseverance, and sometimes sheer will. For Tony Beets, breakthroughs often come from using years of experience and deep knowledge of the land. One such moment occurred when Tony decided to revisit an old site, long deemed exhausted by others. Applying innovative extraction techniques and a hunch born of intuition, the team unearthed significant gold deposits, a testament to Tony's mining acumen and his refusal to take the land at face value. Similarly, the Winchester crew, though less experienced, faced their watershed moment when they opted to explore a section of their claim that geological surveys suggested was barren. They discovered a rich pay streak through a combination of new scanning technology and a risk-taking spirit. This breakthrough boosted their morale and underscored the importance of innovation and the willingness to challenge conventional wisdom. Setbacks are as much a part of gold mining as the thrill of discovery. Equipment malfunctions, particularly, pose one of the most difficult challenges. For Tony's crew, a critical excavator breakdown in the peak of the mining season threatened to halt operations. The machine, essential for excavation and processing, became inoperable due to a hydraulic failure. The crew's response was a masterclass in crisis management. Working round the clock, they managed to come up with a temporary solution, minimizing downtime and keeping the season's targets within reach.
You tell me. I see we got some parts here.
Do indeed. The rad's dropped in. She's ready to go.
All right, sounds good, buddy. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Catch you later.
This episode highlighted the crew's technical skills and their unwavering commitment to the mission. The Winchester crew faced their trial by fire when a flash flood swept through their mining site, damaging much of their setup and washing away weeks of painstakingly accumulated pay dirt. The setback was a harsh blow, both financially and emotionally. However, instead of giving in to despair, the crew came together. They pooled their resources to repair the damage, improvising solutions and working double shifts to recover lost time. This response to adversity showcased their resilience and solidified their bond as a team. The interplay between breakthroughs and setbacks defines the journey of gold mining. Each breakthrough is a beacon of hope, a tangible reward for the risks taken and the hardships endured. Conversely, each setback is a test, challenging the miner's resolve, resourcefulness, and adaptation capacity. For Tony Beets and the Winchester crew, navigating this landscape of highs and lows is a constant exercise in balance, requiring physical and technical prowess and emotional and psychological resilience. The mining team's collective spirit is the key to enduring the setbacks and capitalizing on the breakthroughs. It's in the shared victories that they find the strength to persevere, and in the shared challenges, they discover the depth of their camaraderie. This dynamic is at the heart of gold mining, a reminder that success in this endeavor is measured not just in ounces of gold, but in the journey undertaken, the obstacles overcome, and the lessons learned along the way. As the mining season winds down, the atmosphere in Tony Beets' camp and the Winchester crew becomes thick with anticipation. The fruits of their labor, the outcome of countless hours of toil, machinery breakdowns, and battles against the elements, all come down to this singular event.
280, 300, come on, 320, 330.
The gold weigh-in is the moment of truth when the raw emotion of an entire season's work is laid bare, vulnerable to the unyielding judgment of the scales. The process begins with the careful collection of the gold, each nugget and flake representing a story, a challenge overcome, a moment of triumph. The crews gather, their faces a mix of hope and nervousness, as the gold is prepared for weighing. The silence enveloping the room is palpable, broken only by the sound of gold pouring onto the scale. Eyes are fixed, breaths are held, and hearts beat in unison to the rhythm of the falling gold. The anticipation builds to a crescendo as the scale's needle swings, the numbers climbing, inching closer to the season's goal. The goal for Tony Beets and his seasoned team is ambitious, a testament to their experience and determination. For the Winchester crew, newcomers to the Yukon's unforgiving landscape, the goal is equally significant, a benchmark of their resolve and a stepping stone to their future in gold mining. The room erupts into a multitude of emotions when the final weight is announced at 4,601 ounces. Cheers and shouts fill the air, releasing the pent-up tension built over the season. The moment of truth transforms into a celebration of the gold weighed and the journey undertaken to reach this point. The weigh-in validates both crews' hard work, a tangible measure of their success against the odds. With its celebrations and reflections, the moment of truth marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. For Tony Beets and the Winchester crew, the weigh-in is both a conclusion and a beginning, a time to savor the victory, learn from the journey, and look forward to the challenges of the next season.